Hi, I'm Savitha, CEO of Omnicuris. We are based out of Bengaluru. When we talk about healthcare in India, oftentimes one word which comes to our mind is access. While access is an important problem, there is also another important problem in healthcare in our country, which is quality. So the quality of healthcare providers is a very important concept which has been neglected in the past and which has been given not its adequate importance, and that is something that we will be focusing when we are talking about OmniCuras. So quality in tier 2 and 3 cities is again a very important thing to be looked at, considering the fact that in India we have an acute shortage of specialists, and in tier 2 and tier 3 more so, and that is more so a reason why the quality of healthcare providers in tier 2 and 3 cities need to be much more familiar and much more updated with the latest happenings and latest evidence-based medicines. Because in tier 1, if you see, everybody has access to specialists. Somebody gets a heart pain, somebody gets chest pain, they can walk up to a cardiologist. Whereas in a 2 and a 3, as you go further down, they're all dependent on a primary care physician. So they go up to primary care physician and then they rely on him to be able to do the appropriate diagnosis and then appropriate referrals. So we have studies which has shown that there is a quality difference between healthcare between the metros as well as tier 2 and tier 3, and also because of, I feel, when it comes to healthcare providers, it is even more important for the primary care providers to be of the highest quality in tier 2 and 3 and below. OmniCuras is an online cloud-based learning management platform which helps in updating the skills and knowledge of doctors at the convenience of their home, at the from wherever they are. So the idea came in with my personal experience over 10 years in the healthcare space, as well as from a personal experience of seeing our dear ones visits to at times hospitals and doctors, wherein there is lack of awareness about say the how equipped a doctor is and how updated a doctor is with respect to the latest evidence-based practice. So evidence-based medicine is something which is changing on a daily basis, and keeping for the doctors, it's more important to stay on top of all the latest evidences which is happening in the medical field. So OmniCuras was born to address a very important need, which is quality of healthcare providers and giving them access to the latest medical information at their fingertips. So we have started our operations about 2 years ago, and today we have trained over 1 lakh doctors in both the private as well as in the public sector across various NHM National Health Mission's priorities, which includes NCDs, which includes the infectious diseases, maternal and child health, etc. When we started OmniCuras, we didn't want to reinvent the wheel about the way the way CME has been happening historically in our country. So we took along all the major medical associations and medical institutes which were doing phenomenal job in this space, and we were the digital enablers for them. So we have collaborated with over 35 different medical associations, institutes, and various government bodies which is doing such initiatives, and we become the digital enabler because when two different bodies coming in with complementing expertise come together, that's how great things come into play. So that's the model we followed. We used the content from the various medical institutes because they are the experts of the content, from medical associations, and then we upgraded continuously our project to make it very simple, very accessible, given the busy schedules of a doctor, given the attention levels of any person who will be sitting in front of an app. So we have designed our product to be very simple, to be able to, for a doctor to be able to get the latest information on his fingertips. So we are looking at expanding into multiple states. So today we have a very strong presence across about 8 to 10 states. We want to further our presence in the north and the northeast as well. That is on the geographical aspect. We want to establish further relationships with the other state governments whom we haven't tied up earlier. We want to go deeper on the content space. We want to expand into specialities which we are currently not present, and even on the specialities which we are there, we want to further add add on to our content library.